hit him in the face yet. I pushed him off. Huh? Huh? Oh! You may have 4 arms, but you only got 1 brain. It's over for me. I'm done. It's over. Come on. I see it. I know the recipe now.
Got a really bad potty mouth.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a chill day. And welcome back to another video. Now, as you can read from the title, we're going to be doing excuse me.
This guy stinks!
We're going to be doing a story time. I haven't done one of these in a couple years. I think the last time I did one was the, what is it? When I brought that, I only did one before actually, but I brought the erotic manga to school. If you want to see that video, what that was talking about, just look it up. It's when I had short hair, when I was still in high school. But so as you can read from the title, we're going to be talking about the first fight I ever had. Now, anybody that knows me in real life just knows that I don't like violence. Excuse me. I try to stay away from that. Like, I usually don't like to get involved in violence unless it's the last resort. And in this situation, that pretty much was, it was the last resort. So yeah, I'm just pretty much talking about what happened, what led up to it, and like maybe some of the aftermath, just something like that. I don't know. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. All right. So this fight was like probably like I want to say like 7th or 8th grade. 7th or 8th grade. And I know that's probably crazy. Like, oh, I had my first fight in 3rd grade. I wasn't, I wasn't out here fighting and trying, because like I said, I try to stay away from violence. I don't like, I don't like having to fight. I don't like, being in that situation. So, like I said, this was probably like 7th, 8th grade, and there was this dude in my class. I don't know if I want to say his real name. We're just gonna call him I. This dude he was the type to like, he always wanted to fit in, but they were always like bullying him. They were always on him and like just clowning him because he couldn't read. Like, he was in 7th and 8th grade, not knowing how to read, could not read.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So of course he would get clowned, and however you feel about that, whatever. But that's just, he couldn't read in like 7th, 8th grade. Like, teachers would call on him. I don't know if y'all remember doing like popcorn reading, where like somebody read and like after you read a chapter you have to give it to somebody else. They would like almost instantly do him every single time. And they knew what they were doing because he couldn't read. So they would pass it to him and he would just be like kind of sitting there, like trying to sound the words out. I'm like, you don't know how to spell. You don't know how to say junction? Like there were literally like simple words he could not say, and I'm just like, I don't know what that was about. But so this day pretty much started off like any other day. So me and my brother, we went to the same school for a little bit of time. So when we're leaving the school, we're walking down, and me and we had like mutual friends. Like he definitely was my friend. But like there was a time when, I was in the lunchroom and I'm sitting there, and like when I was younger, I used to always get ball cuts. I used to always get like zeros. I'll probably put a picture on the screen to show you, but I always was getting zeros, like just skins, and I hated it so much. Oh my gosh, I hated it. So there was a time when I just got a fresh cut. People did that stupid fresh cut where they slap you upside the head. And they used to do that to me all the time, and it was annoying. But this guy, I was gonna call him something, but this guy, I'm sitting there in the lunchroom, sitting there chilling, eating my friends. This man comes up to me in the middle of the lunchroom, slaps me upside the head loud as I don't know what, and takes off. And you know how I said I didn't like violence? I still didn't like it then, but that time I didn't even care. I straight got up, I started chasing him. Literally, I'm chasing around the lunchroom, and the teacher's like, yo, y'all need to sit down, I grabbed this man by his jacket, and I was like, oh man, I grabbed him by his jacket, I was about to spin him around, and then she was like, you better not hit him, and I stopped, and like he scurries off, just goes out the lunchroom, and they're like, you need to come here. And they're like, oh, why are we about to hit him? I'm like, you ain't hear the slap? Like, I'm pretty sure in China they heard that slap. You're not gonna tell me that you ain't hear that? And of course they don't know what's going on. I'm like, all right. So, by the end of the day, obviously I'm embarrassed. Like, literally when he did that, the lunchroom is just like dead. Like, they're just laughing, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So, anyway, he goes off. Like I said, he ran off. I don't know where he went. And so later that day, I'm walking up to school. He comes up to me and he's like trying to clown me, like, oh, that's why I slapped you upside the head, whatever. And I'm just like, this dude is playing. Like, so I'm not paying him no mind. I'm just walking home, whatever, me and my brother. So we're walking down this hill, and he's like coming up to my brother, like pushing him, almost like messing with him. So I'm like, you know, my brother's like, chill, like stop. And I'm trying to think, what grade when I was in? Oh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, around like 14 or not 14, around 4, 5th, something like that. So he's coming, he's like pushing him, just messing with him, just being, you know, douche. So I tell him, hey, you know, my brother said stop, so stop. And he's like, pretty much like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I'm like, nah, like, dude, my brother said stop, so stop. You know, stop. But he's still pushing him. I'm like, he's like pushing. I think he like might have, what did he do? He pushed him. So he kept doing it. And I was like, dude, you got one more time for that. You know, it's gonna have to be handled. Like, you need to chill out. You need to stop. And he pretty much like looks at me like, what you gonna do about it? And I'm like, you know, like I'm had to defend my brother. You trying to? So I come up to him, like I think he grabbed him like in a chokehold, like not a chokehold, like grabbed him like by his jacket, like yoked him up. And I go over to him. I'm like, yo, like get off. So I like push him. He like, it was like a chain reaction. Like I think he like hit him in the stomach or something. So like he hit him in the stomach, and I hit him in the face.
Fight!
I hit him in the face. Or no, wait. I think I pushed him off. I didn't hit him in the face yet. I pushed him off. I pushed him off. He hit him, and I pushed him off. Like, what are you doing? So we get the fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? We get the fighting. Like he like starts fighting me, and this guy, I don't know where he learned to fight, but I'm like, this is my first fight, mind you, at this point. So like my adrenaline's running. I'm nervous. I'm man, like I usually don't like, well, not usually, I don't like violence. In real life at least, like video games, that's different, because obviously, like, anyway. But so like this is my first fight ever. I'm saying, man, this is insane, bro. Like this really how y'all be feeling in a fight. So he you know, we fight like, but like I said, he sucked. Like he was throwing punches. I'm like, what are you doing? Like I really felt like I was in like slow time or something. Like he was like, and I'm like, his punches were slow. I'm like, what are you doing, man? And you know, I hit him with like a couple, like I wasn't really like hitting him hard, but I was like pulling my punches. That's the word. I was pulling my punches a little bit, but I'm hitting him like trying to get him to back off. Like you got an animal coming to you, hit him one time, you're like, I don't want to hurt you, but like you need to go away from him. So I hit him, and he's still coming. So you know, I start hitting some more. Like you need to go, get away, and he just kept coming. I'm like, you suck at hitting, but your endurance is crazy. I was just reaching my first fight ever, so like of course I'm not gonna be Rocky or you know Floyd Mayweather knocking people out, but like, yeah. So like he does that, and then like you know, so I hit him, and he eventually stops, and like he just kind of like walks off, and I'm like, bro, I told him like, you know, like move around, go away. Like like we start walking, he try to like walk with us. Stuff like, dude, go somewhere else. You can walk another way home. And he's like, nah, like still trying to walk this way. I'm like, bro, go somewhere, get out of here. What are you doing? But he wasn't trying to go nowhere. I'm like, this is insane. So we end up taking a different way home. You know, I get in the house, of course. I get in the house, and I'm like, I run in the mirror. I'm checking. I'm in there like I just got shot. I'm in there like. I'm all looking in the mirror like, oh my goodness, like did he hit me? Like man, he didn't even do nothing. I think he might have hit me like once or twice, and I'm like, and I know people say that when they're in a fight, like man, he didn't even touch me. He literally only hit me like once or twice, and when he did, it didn't hurt. I'm just like, well, I mean, it had to, because I obviously was looking in the, I'm looking in the mirror like is he? Like I'm looking in the mirror to see if I got any scratches or bruises, because I didn't really want people to know that I was fighting. I didn't want my mom to worry about me fighting or something like that. So I was like, hopefully I don't have no long-lasting marks. Like I said, this is my first fight, so I'm like, he hit me in my face. Like I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, I got a black eye or something like that. So I go in there, I'm literally in there like being all dramatic, looking in the mirror like I just got shot or stabbed or something. But you know, everything was good, and it carried on. And then like the next day, you know, I went back in there, and I think he was trying to tell people. He like goes into the class, he's like, yeah, we was fighting, I whooped him. Cause I didn't say anything. Like I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, whatever, you know, it's a fight. I'm not worried about it. But I go into class and they're like, yo, we heard you and I were fighting. I'm like, yeah, we were fighting, but like, yeah, we were fighting. He was like, man, he said he whooped you. I was like, it's like he barely even touched me. How did he whoop me? Like it literally, I'm like, I probably had 10 hits to his 2. Like, what's he talking about? He whooped me, he didn't whoop me. And he was like, man, and everybody was like, I don't know, bro, the way he talking about it, it's like he whooped you. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people can talk, but that's just that now, you know, I'm thinking about, I'm like, that's just middle school is being stupid. Like, what do you mean? Oh, he was talking about it, so like, it's like he whooped you. I'm like, in what universe does that even make sense? Oh, the way he talk, I don't care the way he talk about it. He got whooped. Like, I'm not even. Come on, bro. How is your first fight, or how was my first fight, the fight that I win, and you've had plenty of fights where you go around telling people that it's your, that you like that, and that's the thing. He tried to present himself like he was like that. Like, everybody in middle school, at my middle school at least, tried to present themselves like they were, not everybody, but like, a lot of people try to present themselves like they harder. And I'm not saying that they weren't living that type of lifestyle, but it just seemed like that's all y'all want, just to be living, just to be doing it like that. I guess, I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That was the story of my first fight. Hopefully, I described that well. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really do story time, so I don't know if I set the stage correctly or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do story times like that, so I don't know what the format is. But let me know how it did in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the story. Let me know what you thought about just everything. Just let me know what you thought about the overall story, anything like that. But like I said, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. And like I always say, when in doubt, get your way out. Peace.